Hello, my YouTube fans. Excuse me. I was about to give my final review of the Square Off chessboard. I know it's been like, what is it, over a month now? Just by coincidence, I just had a comment literally, according to my YouTube, 3 hours ago, as upon making this video, by Alexis David. He's apparently got some problems with his new board he got like 2 days ago. So this is for you, Alexis David. I'm actually about to do a review of the battery charging capabilities. Just to let you know, I'm going to show you where I made a comment, or I replied to his comment about a reset button. I'm going to show that to you in a minute. But to let you know what I was actually doing in this particular video before I got that comment. So I don't remember exactly where I read this, and because of the lack of manual, users manuals and stuff, somewhere along the line I read, before I got this, that up to 10 hours and of play time, and also usually 5 hours, something to that effect. I don't remember the exact words because obviously those are not the exact words, but so I decided to test the longevity of the charge on this. So 2 Thursdays ago. Now today is the what? Today is Tuesday the what? 13th? What the heck is today? Alexa, what's today?
Today is Tuesday, April 12th.
Okay, so today is Tuesday, April 12th, but it is actually close to midnight. It's like going on 11:45. I didn't turn this on yet. So 2 Thursdays ago, today is Tuesday the 12th, 2 Thursdays ago, so it's more than a week and a half ago. In fact, this Thursday will be 2 weeks since I've charged this. In those 2 weeks, the Thursday was the day I charged it before I went to the chess club with this unit, and I played on it, left it on. I had some kids play on it, and that was a total of, I think, 3.5 hours. And then I would shut it off and bring it home. I'd lay it out on the table. I haven't charged it. I would bring it out to play a game or two. So the total time that it's been on, I turn it on, play a couple games, turn it back off, that sort of thing. The total time so far, and this is not exact, it's approximately 5 hours. I think it might even be as much as 5.5 hours. And I'll show you, if I can, I'll show you the battery indicator on the app. Now, mind you, one of my pet peeves about this unit, I love this unit, but one of my pet peeves is that it is completely dependent on the app. You have to have the app in order to make it work. So I'm going to, it's 11:43 now, according to my clock. I don't want to turn the camera, but it's actually 11:43, and I'm about to turn this on. So let's do that, and we'll start timing it from there. So we're looking at 5 hours already, possibly 5.5 hours already. And like I said, this according to some instructions I read somewhere, or some advertising somewhere, set up 5 hours of playtime, and then some other advertising might have said up to 10 hours. I doubt about the 10, but I am definitely already up to the 5. So I'm going to try to play one more game before this thing dies, and see if I can get through this one more game, and we'll time it. Actually, before I turn it on, I'm going to go ahead and, without even pausing it, I'm going to see if I can see in the camera there. I have to look at the computers over there, so I have to look over there. For Alexis David, if you look at the side of the board where the lights and the switches are, on this side, let me see if I can show that on the camera. Yeah, So I'm going to bring the camera over. Okay. And point it down. So on the side where H8 is, okay, here you have, let me turn on some more light actually. There we go. So here you have the LEDs, and you go up to the side where you can actually see it says square off, okay, near the H8. If you bend this up a bit, you see the speaker holes, the power button, and all the way over here by my thumb is a hole. That's a reset button. You can actually use a paper clip. Some people use a ballpoint pen. I don't know if a ballpoint pen will fit in there. Besides, you don't want any other foreign objects like ink and stuff. I use a paper clip. I did it once to this machine already because I thought something was wrong, but it turned out to be the app that was having a problem, and they fixed the app for me. But that is a reset button. Okay, so let me go ahead and now move the camera again, and this time I'm going to show the board without my face, and we'll turn it on and start timing it to see. Okay, I'm trying to get the camera to, okay, all right, good enough. The whole purpose is to see the board stay on for some time, you know, above the 5 hours. There we go. That's close enough, I think. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and I'm sure I was pretty low before. I'm sorry about that. I was away from the microphone. So we're going to turn it on, and it is now approaching 10 of. Excuse me. And I have to turn on, I have to get my phone out first of all. And do that. Get the app up. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. It's almost 10 of. We'll just call it 10 of, just to keep our heads not confused. We won't go by the exact minute. Where the heck is that button? Button, switch. Who's got the switch? There we go. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right, so it is on. Let me just straighten that back out again. It is on. As you can see the lights. Can you see the lights? Yeah, you can see the lights going around and around. All right. I'm going to hit the connect button because you can see on the phone it says connect. I'm going to hit that button. That's taking a little longer. There it is. Oh, I also bought this new speaker. I'm going to, I have this little speaker here that I bought for $15. That's Bluetooth. And I connected it to my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on so we can actually hear.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Okay. By the way, Alexis David, I'm getting one blue light. I'm not sure which light that is. I guess that's a Bluetooth light, yeah. The other two are off. Okay. So, all right. So now I'm going to go and play AI. And I may not play a perfect game. You know, because I'm basically demonstrating the machine and I'm not really thinking straight. But I'm going to play level 5 and I'm going to make an attempt at playing a halfway decent game. If I win, that'd be great. But if I lose, you understand I'm being distracted. So that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. So I'm going to go ahead and press play game. Checking the board. And hopefully yes, I can see the battery. Okay. So, like I said, I had more than 5 hours on this already. It is now exactly 10 of. I had more than 5 hours on this already. I'm going to try to see if I can show you the battery indicator. Do you see that next to the chessboard there? The little indicator. You can see that it's like really low down there, right? So that's after probably more than 5 hours of it being on. Okay? You can see my beautiful face there. Okay. So I'm going to put this phone in its holder, in the square off holder. And I'm going to hit the chessboard picture, and then I'm going to start playing this game. And basically, we're going to time it from 10 of. It's a little after 10 of. It's going on 5 of now, but we basically turned it on just before 10 of 12, just before midnight. So we're going to add. We're going to assume that it's 5 hours or more, and we're going to add the time from 10 of until I finish this game. Hopefully, it'll have enough battery power to play the game, and that'll make it affirm that this board is, as they advertised, capable of playing at least 5 hours worth of game. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to put the speaker closer to the microphone. The speaker here. I'm going to put it closer to the microphone so you can hear what it sounds like when it's not on the little tiny speakers of the chessboard. Okay. Okay, so when the computer makes its move, it's a lot louder than when I make my move. I never knew that before until now, because the little speakers in the chessboard don't relay the better sound. Okay. What the heck? I just moved the other night out. Like I said, I'm not playing I'm not thinking really like hard or anything. I'm just sort of playing the game to put it through its paces and see how long it'll stay charged, and see if I can actually finish one more game before I charge it again. Remember, it's been almost 2 weeks since I've charged it. Okay, let's see. What the heck? I don't usually do this, but what the heck? Let's try it. And he does that. Okay, here we go. Yep, there's that problem. Okay, I don't usually do that. That's why I don't usually do that. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move my knight. He does that too. I think I'm going to do this first before I castle. And he does that. All right, let's go ahead and take it. And he takes it. And I'm going to take his knight. Okay, he does that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make some breathing room for my bishop. I still want a castle, though. It's not letting me. It's not giving me enough time to castle. Of course, I'm playing a game that I don't usually move like I do, but we'll do it that way. Okay, and yeah. Now he's got his pawns all the way up there. I'm in trouble. He's going to do that. Yep, of course he does. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it. He does that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, he does that, and I'm going to finally castle. Okay. And perhaps... would it be better for me to do that? He's going to take my bishop. If he does take my bishop, I can only take it with my pawn. But if I move the bishop here, I have a lot more protection on it, and he won't do that. Let's do that. Okay, he does this. And of course, he's threatening my rook. Therefore, okay. And let me, yeah, on this screen I don't see the battery indicator, so I'm looking, yeah, all right, well, so far it's still playing, so his last move was the bishop. Okay, what do I want to do here? Kind of bottled up in here. That's what I get for being playing a frivolous kind of way. I suppose I can, well, I could move that pawn. Yeah. No. First this. He does this. Oh, that's not cool. You know what? I'm taking it. I know he's going to open up his rook. Yep. He's going to take my knight. That's all right. I want to do something, I'm not sure what. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now. Now wait, what if I threaten his knight? No. Yes? No. Okay. It's kind of exactly what I wanted him to do. If I'm thinking it right. Do I take it with the bishop or do I take it with the queen? He does take my knight. I mean my bishop with his knight. So I have no choice except to do this, which I was going to do anyway. He moves his rook. Okay. He's going to do something, but now that he did that, well, now that he did that, I'm going to have to do this. He does this. Okay. I want to move my queen, but I don't want to unprotect this pawn because I'm about to move the other pawn. What's the best way to do this? Okay. He does take it. I'm gonna take back. I'm not sure if this was a good idea, actually. Yeah, maybe it was questionable if I did that, huh? Alright, if I take, he takes. Then what do I do? If I don't take, do something else instead. I don't want to take, but I also don't want him to move that pawn. I want him in the queen, but I don't want him to move that pawn up, which is probably what he's going to do. Okay, I'm just going to make an in-between move. He does this. Oh, that's a nasty move of him. He doesn't want to take me. And he moves back. Oops. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I think. Okay. Well, he does that. Well, that gives me an en passant opportunity, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. And he does that. Yeah, I made a mistake by doing that other move. I could take moves back, but I'm trying not to right now. I'm trying to be fast. I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn. And he does that. I'm going to take the rook. And he takes. And then I'm going to put him in check. And he does that. Then I'm going to move up. He goes like that. Check. Back. Check. up. He does that. I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to go here. Then he's going to go here. And he's losing his queen. Goodbye. Okay. Now, it's going to ask me if I want a queen, but I'm not going to bother switching it because he's going to take it. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. All right. I'm winning this game. And so far, it's still playing, and it hasn't died on me yet. So I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn now. So even with that mistake, supposed mistake I made, I guess maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was a good move, and I don't realize it. Okay, I do that. Then I do this. He does that. I go ahead and get a queen. It's going to ask me. I'm going to switch it now before I even push the button. Okay, queen. And he takes it. I take his rook. He moves down here. I get another queen. Switch it now. And he goes up. And he's a dead man. How do I do this? Very quickly, how do I do this? How about simply... Oh, that's not checkmate. He does that. This has got to be checkmate. No, what the hell? I'm being stupid. I could have checkmated him and I messed it up. Really? Really, Patrick? How did I miss that? I don't know. All right, here. Check. And he goes here. Fine. And that's it. Okay, so I actually won that game, even after making mistakes, or at least I thought they were mistakes, and it is still working. So now I'm going to press the exit button, and hopefully we'll be able to see... No, it's not showing me the battery indicator. Oh, yes it is. And it's still showing a tiny bit on the battery, and it is now almost 10 after 12, so we're looking at 20 minutes. Because it was just before 10 of that I turned. So we added another 20 minutes to the 5 hours and possibly more than 5 hours. And let me see. I'm looking at the computer screen. Focus. Try to get it to focus. Okay, well, the battery indicator is there. I think you can see even if it's a little out of focus. All right, let's try it focusing again. Bring it really close just to get it to do something. There we go. Okay, so there's the battery indicator. You see it? Still at the bottom of the battery. Okay, so... it passed the test for the so-called 5 hours. And I'm probably not going to torture this thing anymore. I mean, it's still on. It's still on. So it's 10 after 12 midnight right now. In fact, just to show you, I've got a million clocks in this house, so I can just sort of start turning this thing to one of the clocks. There we go. There's a chess clock that says 10 after 12, and there's another clock over there, and there's a big clock right there. Okay, so it has been 22-ish minutes since I've had it on, so we're looking at 5.5, 6. So like I said, it was actually a little bit more than 5 hours that I've actually had this thing on before. Then we also have the nearly 2 weeks of not being plugged in, so you have the downtime, which can also, you know, rechargeable batteries sometimes, you know how that works. They lose their charge over time. So, and it's still on, by the way. Let me just show you my face here. There we go. There I am. Okay, so there you have it. And Alexis David, let me just shut this off now. So they passed the test. I'm not going to go any further. I'm probably going to plug this in after I stop the video to get it to actually charge for a change. The poor thing has been unplugged for almost 2 weeks. But again, for Alexis David, thank you for your question. Thank you for seeing my video. Like I said, it's possible that you have a defective unit on my comment to you, but there's the reset button. It's in that little hole. Okay. But I would definitely, you know, be careful. It could be maybe, I don't know if you charged it on a proper charger. You're supposed to be able to use your iPhone charger or your cell phone charger. I've charged it on a couple of things. I have these power strips with USB on it. So I've also used the phone charger, so I haven't had any trouble with that. Let me just disconnect this phone. It's telling me my Bluetooth is disconnected. Yes, because I shut it off. Okay. So, let me know in the comment. I mean, thank you for commenting about it and asking me the question. Let me know if that reset button worked. Let me know if maybe you contact the manufacturer. Also know that this is app dependent. You have to have the Square Off app in order to make this machine work, which is one of my pet peeves. But I'm an old man, and you know, when I graduated high school, Commodore 64s have just been starting to, you know, come up as a thing. And I think they were actually on the market a couple of years after I graduated. So the biggest thing we had when I graduated high school was the idea that you had video games that you were able to buy in the house, and basically they were a big piece of plastic with a couple of joysticks on it. You played ping pong on your TV. So that was, you know, how old I am. This dependency, I mean, I get it. You know, it's all new, and I can do this, and I got a smartphone and all that. But when I buy an electronic chessboard, I didn't expect it to be dependent on the app. The other thing about, like I said, I want to evaluate this thing. My final evaluation is that I do like this machine. I think it's great that the pieces, you don't have to press down on the button. You just pick it up and move it. You know, let me see if I saw that on camera. No, I didn't really show that on camera. But the lack of actual usable user's manual, except for that greeting card that they sent with telling you where the lights are, I think that really is terrible. Seeing as how this thing is so dependent on the app, why not include a PDF? I mean, a lot of electronic things, a lot of things, it doesn't have to even be electronic, a lot of things being sold online, you can go to the website and actually download the PDF manual So why not a PDF? They don't even do that, and I've complained to them about that. So that's my biggest pet peeve about this, is that the user's manual is non-existent, which is why people like me have to sit there and play it and test it and try it before you figure out all the buttons. This is why Alexis David had a problem with it and had to come to people like me for a possible answer, because I made an evaluation video for the machine. So of course somebody's going to have a problem with it, and they come to anybody who made a video about it, and I'm one of them. So I hope I helped you out, Alexis David, but I would question, I've never had that problem before. Although, you know what, let me not drop the pieces. Let me actually plug this in, because he said, the comment said that he had 3 green lights, and it won't work without the charger in. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can find the cable for this. I'll be right back. I'm getting the box where the cable should be. Yep. Okay. And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put the camera down onto the board. And I'm going to go ahead and, this is the cable that it comes with. Okay. It's a nice long cable. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and plug it in. So as soon as I figure out which way it goes, without dropping any more pieces. Okay. Okay, so I dropped more pieces. Let's go ahead and put some of those pieces down on the board so I can stop knocking into them. Alright, and like I said, I have a power strip, which I can't show you because I have to move the camera, that has USB on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug it right into that. If I get it the right way. Okay. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that. The red light comes on. Let me just make sure you can see that. In fact, I'm going to turn down the lights so that the lights on the board show up. Okay. Alright, so now we're in dim light. So the lights on the board show up. I'm going to see if I can bring the camera closer maybe. Alright, there it is. Doesn't matter if the camera's all tilted and everything. You can see there's a red light there. Okay. Now if I turn it on, so the red light means it's charging. It's the first time it's been plugged in since 2 Thursdays ago. If I can find that switch, I'll turn it on. Alright, and it shows the blue light flashing in the middle. I don't remember seeing all these lights green, to tell you the truth. And it's looking for, you see the circular lights going around, looking for the Bluetooth connection. Let me go ahead and turn the app back on and see if any of the lights turn green. Okay, connecting, and it connected right away this time. Well, I know that this light will turn green when it's charged. This light will be red when there's a problem with the board, and green when it's okay. So if I were to say, for example, play an AI game, play the game, it's going to look for the board setup, and it's telling me that it's not set up properly. Okay, so the light doesn't come on at all. And I think when there is a problem, it'll be red. I'm not sure, though. I'd have to test that. I'd have to pretend to play a game. That's not... Okay. Let's do it right. See how fast I can do it. And as you can see, as you put the pieces down, the lights that are flashing, it'll look for pieces, and if a piece is there, it won't flash on that spot. Okay, this video is actually a lot longer than I was supposed to make it, but that's probably the extra queen. Okay, that is not the extra queen. Where is the other queen? Oh, there it is. Okay. As you can see, the lights that are flashing are just the lights that are missing pieces. Now, actually, no, this one, there's a problem there, you see? Sometimes you have to... Okay, now it's okay. Now it's just looking for one more piece. Okay, and then it blinks. Okay, and by the way, the battery indicator is already showing half. Maybe a little less than half, because I got it plugged in. Anyway, I'm going to make a couple of moves to see what happens. Okay, the light does turn green. Okay, so you can see that. When I made the move, the light did turn green. I suspect that all three green lights means that it's fully charged. Everything is alright on the board, but I don't know why the middle light would be green. So I don't know, Alexis David, I don't know. I don't remember seeing this light being green all the time, at any time. Yeah, as far as I know, it's always blue, or blue flashing for the Bluetooth. So I don't recall this ever being all three green. So there may be a problem with your board. I don't know. All right. With that said, I think I better stop. I'm going to go ahead and walk over to the computer and stop the recording. But let me just see how long it is. Yes, it's already 43 minutes. That's a little too long. So anyway, I'm going to stop recording, and I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, Alexis, and you know, the routine. Please subscribe. Please share. If you have questions like I've been talking about this entire video, I'll try to answer, and we'll try to see if we can solve the things together. Be like me, talk to Square Off, or do their commenting, or whatever it is that they ask you when you have a problem. You call them and say, hey, how about making a manual for this thing, you know? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll solve your problem, Alexis. Thank you.